Okay, so this is the assignment for pipe communication between parent and child processes. First of all, this is the include section where we include various files which are required for this purpose. You can just note down these files which are required for the purpose of this pipe assignment. We have two processes, parent and child, and for that purpose we have written these two functions, one for parent and another for child. Okay, and the two parameters which are here integer parameters are the pipe ends we are mentioned for the read end and the write end for the both processes. Okay, now in the main function we declare this integer pipe ends as a pipe 1, pipe 2, and these ends are sufficient to create the pipes. Are you getting this point, everyone? Because we didn't require any other data structure, we directly say pipe 1 to create the pipe 1 and pipe 2 to create the pipe 2. Okay, and here the process id is PID underscore T, PID which is a process id for child process or the parent process as a variable. Now I think every one of you understood this. What is the create pipe? What are these pipe the variables integer as a two value arrays, we can say integer arrays. Okay. After that we declare an array of characters for this buffer, the file name and the contents of the file, and this what we do is afterwards we do this PID equal to fork. Okay, so here we have this child process and we have this parent process that we separate over here. So when the child process is there, we close the right end of the process, sorry, pipe 1, and we close the read end of the pipe 2. Okay, because we don't require this right end of the pipe 1 by the child process and read end of the pipe 2 by the child process. So we close this unrequired pipes ends by the child process. Okay, and then we call this child process with this read end and the write end for the two pipes which are to be required. Okay, and here we have the parent process, we close the read end of the pipe 1 and we close the write end of the pipe 2, and then we call this parent process by the function parent. Okay, so these are just functions. Child is a function, parent is a function to be called from the child process and the parent process respectively over here, and we close the pipes which are not required by the child or the parent process. Now we know that when there is a parent-child relationship, the data structures get shared among the processes. So we have these pipes shared between the processes. Okay. Now here what happens? Here we first, whatever the child process is there, we allow the parent process first of all to take the path name of the file. Okay. So we ask the user path name of the file which you want to read, fgetus printf and then fgetus buff stdin. Okay, then we find this length of the string of the buffer and we check for this length minus 1 equal to slash n, then length minus minus, because we want to avoid this slash n in the name of the file name. That's why we did this point exactly over here. Okay, after this what we do is here write the write fd buffer line. So write the file name to the pipe 1. Okay, how we get this write fd? From here the two parameters which are passed for the parent and the child are the read end and the write end. Now for the parent we put the right end of the pipe 1 and read end of the pipe 2. Okay, we allow the right end of the pipe 1 and read end of the pipe 2. So we do the writing to the pipe 1. Okay, and then we sleep for a while in this, so that child will be running in this particular sleep time of 3 seconds. Okay, after this, in this particular child running, what will happen exactly in the child, that we will see. So here we declare this buffer and integer fds and all. So we read this file, actually we read this pipe 1 first of all. Okay, what we get is here is a file name. So open this file in the read only mode. Okay, you can write this f open function over here as well, but I written the system call open. Basic system call for the file processing is open system call. So open file name read only. So we open this file, then what the child do is child write the content to the second pipe 2. Okay, so it for this in this file loop what is to write fd buffer n. So it read this contents of the actual file and it write to the pipe 2. It write to the pipe 2 and then close this fd, close this file. So file, it is getting the file name from the parent process. It will child will read the content of this file, it will open the file, it will read the content of the file, it will write the contents to the pipe 2, and then after this child running, what happens, this sleep time 3 seconds is sufficient for the child running, then again it goes to the parent process. Okay, what it do is, what the program will do, parent is reading the contents of this pipe 2, it will read the content of this pipe 2 and it will write to the std out, that is our console. Okay, and this parent will end over here. Okay, so the idea over is there are two pipes. First parent process will get the file name from the user, it will write to the right end of the pipe 1. Okay, then this pipe 1 is read by the child process, by the read end obviously. It will read the contents of the actual file, it will put in the pipe 2, right end of the pipe 2, then the parent will again read the content of the pipe 2. So the one end which is required by the process is open, another is closed for both the processes, parent and the child. Okay, this is how the communication takes place between this parent and child processes. Okay, now I will show this code running on the screen on the terminal as well. Okay, so can you see this? So what is the path name? So I have this addr.txt as a file name. So child is writing the content to the file. So we take this first. We take the path name from this file. Child is writing the content to file. This is the content of the file. Then parent is reading the content. So these are the content read by the parent process because we print it on the screen by the parent process. Here the child is writing the content within the three. First of all, parent runs, then child runs, then again parent runs. Okay. Yes, getting everyone. Have you seen this output and clear running of this?